Hey guys, Dr. J here again. This is the third installment of the Worship Leader series for the guitar. We're going to learn another set of chords. I'm going to start with the full bar chords, B-A-R-R-E, bar. Bar chords. So this takes a lot of kind of finger strength, and you just kind of have to develop it with time. You will find that it's kind of difficult to play if you're a beginner because, well, the steel strings are kind of sharp and they kind of dig into your fingers, and they're not very comfortable. And then it takes a lot of pressure to put down across all the strings. A bar chord is where you put your finger down across all 6 strings and put them all down, essentially kind of being like your own human capo. And you're putting the fingers down, and then you're forming other fingers above it to form a chord form. There's a standard full bar chord that we'll start with, and this is kind of the most useful one. We'll start there. This bar chord allows you to play most chords. The one that I find it most useful for is like the F sharp major or the G sharp major chords, because there isn't kind of a good sound unless you're using a full bar. What I mean is this: the F sharp major is this chord, and this is the G sharp major. You'll find that a bar chord is useful because it's actually quite versatile, because it's basically you are your own capo. You can run this chord form up and down the fingerboard. So you can use it all the way up and down, and it'll ring, and that's because this is it's a bar chord. So we'll start with how you play one. So you put your index finger and you lay it flat across all 6 strings. Let's start with the F sharp major. That's the 2nd fret. Okay. And you want to put it down, and if you know you have enough strength put down if you can play all 6 strings and they're all ringing. Okay, like that. If you're not using enough force, you're going to get that kind of sound. But if you're putting them all down with enough force, all 6 are ringing. Okay. It's important again to remember that you don't position your finger that way on the fret. You want to put them as close to the fret while not going over the fret. That gives you the best chance at the leverage to get a good sound. Okay, so to start there, you need to develop enough strength to let the strings ring, and then you put your ring finger on the 4th fret of the A string, your pinky on the 4th fret of the D string, your middle finger goes on the 3rd fret of the G string. Okay, and if you look at the pattern of it, it looks actually the same as what the E chord did. That thing, and that's basically what we're doing. We're doing an E chord, but now that since your index finger is occupied by being a bar, you have to use the other fingers to get those same 3 notes. So this is the F sharp major chord. Okay, again, it takes a lot of finger strength, and your hand does get tired doing it. So I typically won't pick a song that's going to require me to bar every single chord. My hand is just going to kind of hate me after a while. So I try to go away from it only for a few chances here or there. But there it is. And again, you can just use the same chord form up and down the fingerboard. Okay, most songs will not call for you to do that. It's kind of a weird thing to do in the middle of a song, but it's useful if you're switching between F sharp major and G sharp minor, let's say. Okay, what do I mean by G sharp minor and major? The major and minor here, you can toggle between these 2 chords simply by releasing your middle finger from its position, and that makes it a minor chord. Let's go back to the F sharp major chord. Okay, and the F sharp minor is when you release the middle finger and you're playing the bar and these 2 fingers. The 4th fret of the A string on your 4th finger, or the ring finger. Pinky is on the 4th fret of the D string, and nothing else, but except for the bar. And you hear how that's F sharp minor there versus F sharp major. Okay, so we should practice the bar because that's actually kind of an important chord to learn, because it's the only way that a full F chord is made also. Okay, the F chord, it has to be played with the bar chord. There's another easier F which requires these 4 notes. Let's go real quickly. Your ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the D string. Your middle finger is on the 2nd fret of the G, and your index is putting the first fret of both the B and high E down. So you're spanning these 2 strings, there and there. This is your F. And again, you're only playing these 4 notes. And notice the difference between this one and this. You have a much fuller sound with that F bar. But again, it takes that much more effort to play it. So some people just play this easier F here. Okay? But if you're just starting out, you're just play with what's comfortable in your hand, and then you work your way towards these other things, when you get there. All right? This one should be a short one today. We're just going to go through these bar chords and that easy F. Okay? All right. Have a good day, guys, and keep playing.